Okay, good morning. Thanks for watching. Today I want to talk about icons, why you should stick with them over what you may normally think. Let me first start off with the story. I remember back when I was in my early 20s, I was going to go look to buy my first suit. I went to the store. Everything there was so boring. And I remember I wanted something that was going to stand out. But thankfully, I listened to the salesperson who sold me on a navy blue suit. Every man needs a navy blue suit. That doesn't mean that's the only suit you're ever gonna own, but it sets a good foundation for your wardrobe. With a navy blue suit, you can wear that to a job interview. You could wear it to a funeral if it need be. It's dark. You could just use the jacket itself as a blazer. You can use the pants by themselves as blue slacks with a white shirt. The point I'm making is that a navy blue suit, like a tuxedo, or like Coca-Cola, or like a white polo shirt, or like the pyramids of Giza. They're all icons. They're things that have stood the test of time. They've been proven to work. Now, I want to relate that to watches because when you make your first jump into the luxury watch world, depending on your personality, like mine, you're going to be very tempted to go for something maybe a little bit, I don't want to say exciting, but something that kind of stands out, especially if you're spending that kind of money. You're thinking, well, I got to get something that's going to be different, that's going to say, boom, yeah, look at this. This is especially true for probably you younger guys. And I'm going to tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna really recommend you don't do that. Of course, it's your choice. Your money, you buy whatever you want to buy. But here's why. My philosophy on things is that I'm not a one watch guy. I'm probably like a 3 or 4 watch guy because you need different things for different purposes, right? You don't wear your your sweats to a job interview, just like you wouldn't wear a suit to the gym to work out in, right? There are different things for different purposes. My advice is that when you go to buy your first watch, by that I mean your first luxury watch, anything that's over $1,000, you probably want to go for something conservative. And I know this is counterintuitive because you're thinking, okay, I'm spending this kind of money. I want it to look like I spent this kind of money. But I'm going to tell you, one of the first things you'll notice when you get into more expensive watches overall is they're normally kind of boring looking. They're not the most exciting. Rolex especially, their watches are very conservative looking. Nothing excited about them at all. You look at the date just the Submariner. I mean, there's other ones like the GMT. As flashy as that gets, you might have a two-tone bezel, but in general, they're pretty boring looking watches. They're not going to be diamond encrusted. They're not going to really have anything on there that stands out, but they're icons. They're classics because they can go with anything. You start with Tag Heuer, also, right? We're going down the line there. Most of their watches, especially the not sport ones, the non-sporty ones, like ones without colorful bands and stuff like that, they're going to be pretty conservative. They're probably going to have a black face with just 3 hands. They're not going to have any type of wow factor. The reason why is that you compare them, you compare them well with anything. I like to think from the couch to the workplace. A simple stainless steel watch with a black face or a white face is going to go well with pretty much everything. Versus if you get uh, maybe a Omega Planet Ocean that has orange or some really colorful type of band, it really limits your options. Now, my advice for you would be to go really conservative on your expensive pieces. By that, I mean try to avoid things with a lot of unnecessary decorations on them. But what you could do is for your lower end pieces, that's where you could do something that's real funky, right? By that I mean things that are around $300 or something else like that. That's when if you want to, you could get your two tone. You could get your green face. You could get your band, your rubber band with um, maybe navy blue piping on it. That way you got both bases covered because while your personal tastes are going to change as you get older, icons are not going to change. So when you're 20, 21, and you pick up something, maybe it's your first watch. It's probably going to be like a Tag Heuer or something. go conservative on that so that when you get to about 25 or maybe even 30, by the time your tastes change, you still got a solid piece that you can work with, and you're not constantly selling stuff to get new stuff because you realize this doesn't work. That's just a tip for me. It's worked for me. In summary, go conservative with your icons. Icons are icons for a reason. They're boring. They typically don't change. The reason for that is that they work. They've been proven over time. If you're gonna go for something more with more punch, I'd recommend using that for your lower end items. That way, if you need to flip things out, there's always going to be some new watch coming out. But you don't want to be constantly having to rebuy your multi-thousand-dollar pieces. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.